Jo here from Creative Empowerment. This is a new pick a card video all about breakthroughs. So it's about where are you going to have your next breakthrough in your life, and that can be any sort of thing that might pertain to, you know, a change of state. So what I mean by that is a breakthrough could be that you get a new idea. A breakthrough could be that something changes in a relationship. A breakthrough could be you've been waiting on finance for something and that happens. You know, there's many different things. So I just want you to focus on the idea of that a breakthrough can be, you know, a lot of different things, and that it may not be the first thing that you think of. Not really sure why I'm telling you that straight up, but it does seem important. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. As always, with pick a card, see if the pile is drawing you. However, I didn't shuffle for these. I wanted to use the eggs because an egg is a symbol of, you know, something that you're working on, something that you're nurturing, something that you're ready or getting ready to go out into the world with. So I did want to use this, the idea of an egg as a symbol. So we have the black egg, we have the cosmic egg, and we have the golden egg. And these are all from Kim Kranz's Animal Spirit Oracle deck. I have some crystals that I'll place on to help you decide. So we have New Jade with the black egg. We have Carnelian with pile number 2 and the cosmic egg. And we have pile 3, we have the beautiful ocean jasper sphere. So take a good look at the 3 piles and see which one or more are drawing you, to see what sort of breakthroughs and where the breakthroughs are happening and what they might be about in your life. As always, there is a link in the description box below for a private reading if you'd like to know more personal information, remembering this is a group reading. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. And when you're ready, you can jump ahead to your reading. There'll be timestamps in the description box below. I'll see you in your reading. Pile number 1, let's bring in the cards that are for you. Now, these are looking the right way up for you, but they're actually coming out in the wrong way up. We've got some deep energy going on in there. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, and Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. Then we have Winter, and then we have Seer. Winter is take care of your needs and see beyond the current situation. So I feel like there may be a bit of confusion around you currently, pile 1. Yep, just checking. There may be a bit of confusion around you currently, pile 1. This and that are true is in the reverse. Now, I was listening to something about this the other day, that there can be many true things happening, because if something is true for you, then it is your truth, even if it's your perception of what another person feels is not accurate. Now, what do I mean by that? So, for example, you know, if you feel like you turn up on time to something, or something all the time, that you're always on time, but another person is a person who gets there early, and so you always feel like you're late to them, that for them that is a truism, and for you, your truth is still your truth, and both truths are true for you. Now, this is in the reverse here, and I feel like there is confusion around you accepting your own truths as, you know, as important, and understanding that other people can have their own opinions about, you know, those sorts of things, about anything. And then we have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, and it is in the reverse. So again, I feel like you feel like you're being either judged, or that you feel like people are making judgments about things that you believe. Now, how does this relate to breakthroughs? So I feel like my whole body feels like it's really ungrounded and very much sort of topsy-turvy. And I feel like this New Jade's very good for, you know, insomnia and anxiety and calming the system. And I feel like you may have or are working on your own truths, that you're working on reclaiming your power, and that this is why we're seeing these in the reverse position. So at the moment, the black egg's hanging in space. I love the black egg. The black egg is beautiful. It is it's gathering information, it's gathering energy, and it's like it calls the energy to it. And I feel that's what you're doing with this personal transformation that you're undergoing at this time. And it might mean that you feel like you're the person that nobody listens to, or the person that people dismiss. But this is a 44, this Panther spirit, and this is this is a big personal lesson that you're learning. So this breakthrough for you is a very big personal lesson. The Dolphin spirit being a 2, this is all about balance and balancing, what it is that you feel is true and what other people feel are true. And they can be, they can both be just happening at the same time. Nobody has to change their opinions for both of the things to be true. Now, the next card we have there is Winter. So I feel like this could be you either that the time frame, because I asked for timing with these cards and you got Winter. So your breakthrough could be that in winter you are establishing this, feeling this, it's coming to a point, it's coming out, it's breaking through at this point in winter. But the other thing about winter is that we can go through a personal winter. We can go through a period where we have to go within, where everything goes very quiet, and that sits very nicely with this idea of the black egg drawing everything it needs to it while it's sitting there suspended in space, while you're allowed to or able to, gather all of this information. But winter could both be a season, but it also could be a personal winter, and that also has this feeling of things going very quiet for you. And I feel like that might be important as well, that it may be a personal winter that you're going through, because you feel like you're having a lot of your, the things that you may have believed in, they feel like they're being tested. And there's a definite change around who you are and who you are to the world and your beliefs. It's very much about beliefs here, this breakthrough. Seer, see beyond the current situation. And I love that, because this situation here feels very internal. I feel like I'm really taking a magnifying glass and looking in on myself. Now this seer shows that this person can't see, because you need to look beyond, and it's like getting a different perspective here. Because whatever this is currently for you, it's not going to stay that way. It's not set in stone. Time does not sit still. Time moves. And even though, things may happen gradually, there is change happening for you, and it is about seeing beyond where you currently find yourself. And yes, perfect cards for you. Pile number 1. So the first card we have is the 4 of Cups, which is exactly, what we've been talking about. You may not be seeing the good things in life at the moment, because you are re-examining what's going on, and it feels very dull, very boring, or mundane and not exciting. But the thing is that this 4th cup here with this particular deck of tarot deck, I always see this as an opportunity that's coming, and you need to be making sure that you're not going to miss it because of your attitudes, because of what you're focusing on. Because if you're focusing on the fact that these are everyday, they're mundane, that this work is a bit tireless, that it's a bit boring, whatever it might be, that this is what you expect and this is what you'll continue to get. But if you focus on opening up to the other possibilities, because I did see the Fool for you as well, it hasn't popped out, but I did see it, that there is some breakthrough that will change your perception on, I feel like this is your beliefs, and this here could also be about how you see the world, and there's sort of, there feels like a farming element here, so I'm not really sure what that is, but this could be related to land, nature, farming, but I am being called to that, so just pointing that out. The Judgment card here, so I love this Judgment card. It is a card of, lifting the spirits and freeing the spirit from condemnation. Now that is a big word, and that's the word directly given by Spirit, because I feel like you've been judged for a very long time. But when I say that, what I'm feeling is your feeling, but when I'm looking at it, it feels shorter to me. But that, when it's not your lived reality, it's easier to view it from a different perspective. So that's, what I'm getting there. But the Judgment card here is talking on a literal level about you feeling judged. And this is actually about you freeing your own spirit. So this breakthrough for you is about your belief about self, and about that if you have different opinions to other people, they don't have to be wrong and you don't have to be right. They don't have to be right and you wrong. This is all about believing in yourself, reclaiming your power, because your power is a very deep spiritual power. Wolf is also a teacher. There's a lot of deep spiritual energy going on here for you. And the Judgment card is talking also about that idea of, spiritual transformation, allowing your spirit to feel lighter than it does when it's contained in this earthly level. And then the King of Cups, I love this coming up, and he's in the upright position. So I feel like for you that you're going to get on top of the difference between what you know and feel to be true, and you'll sit more comfortably in your own body with these things, that you'll know that these things are within your own heart, and if they're in your heart and they sit comfortably in your heart, then they are true for you. And that's important, because this and that are true. This is a big transformation. It's a big breakthrough for you, because once you understand that you can have this equanimity, and I love that word because it's a real peaceful word. It's about bringing through that calm, bringing through I can sit on top of my own emotions. Doesn't mean that sometimes don't get the better of me too, but I understand my own emotions, and I also see that for others these things might cause problems, but for me I can see this beautiful calm sea. I can understand that I am free when I believe in myself, which is all this reclaim your power. I am free when I believe in myself. And that feels like a mantra that I really, really want you to use at this moment. Or not me, but Spirit. I believe, I can't even remember what I said, so you'll have to rewind to go and get it. But it is very much about reclaiming your power, because you believe in yourself and you believe the things that are true for your heart. And that is what's really important here. That's when this Four of Cups transforms into not the everyday, but the spiritual, the sublime, the, seeing beyond the current situation. Dolphins also have this, this wonderful sort of ESP kind of telepathy, this high frequency spiritual energy around them. So I really do believe you are spiritual seekers, pile 1. I feel like you have a lot of spiritual transformation energy going on. Even though we haven't got any of the sort of key things that I would normally see there, the Judgment card here is talking about that transformation and that spiritual transformation, because we do have that sort of psychic, watery, flowing kind of cards, cups. So there is a big breakthrough here coming around your beliefs, and the biggest belief factor here that I believe is you believing in yourself and your own power, and understanding that this duality that is created on this level, which is this binary idea, is simply something that people choose to adopt on this level, and it doesn't have to be how you live. You can have your own reality and still be in the world. You can still be in the world with your own reality, but it can lift you to a higher state of consciousness, awareness, acceptance, all of those wonderful things. Thank you for joining me today, pile 1, with what is breaking through in your life. If you would like a private reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please share this reading with friends and family and anyone you think may enjoy it. And please subscribe to see more like this. I will see you in the future. Bye for now. Hi there, pile 2. If you chose the Cosmic Egg and the Orange Carnelian Sphere, then this is your reading today, all about breakthroughs, where they're going to happen in your life. And some of the groups have been getting timing, but we'll just wait and see when we have a look. So I didn't draw for these cards, so I won't be going into great detail about the card. However, the card may come back into it with one of the other groups that did. So let's have a look at what we have here. Fox spirit, think on your feet. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. So I'm going to put all of these cards out. What have we got? Medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Drum, dream and journey. And lastly, hermit, retreat and recharge. Okay, so pile 2. There feels like an eruption sort of happening in your life at the moment. So this breakthrough feels like it's going to happen in a big way. We've got a lot of orange energy happening here. So this could be related to, the sacral. So carnelian is also about passion, excitement, and the sacral chakra about similar things. So this could be either a project you're working on is getting so close to being birthed, being brought out into the world, or this could be a relationship. So they're the two things that I feel quite strongly about this group, pile 2. So you're either working on a relationship, and so the other thing is this could actually be a birth in the sense of, it's birthing something into the world. So the breakthrough is that perhaps you get pregnant, or you bring something that you've been working on, dreaming about into the world, whether that's literal or not. It's a group reading, so there's going to be different variations on that theme. But the orange energy is the biggest thing that I'm taking from this group of cards. And we have butterfly, transformation is beautiful. And I do feel like this is an eruption. So it's not a smooth transition. It's not a smooth breakthrough. And by that, I don't mean that it's going to be hard or that it's going to be painful, but I do believe that it's going to be eruptive. Carnelian is quick energy. Orange is a quick, fast moving color on the spectrum. And butterfly is all about transformation. So, and the other thing that I'm really noticing about the butterfly is that it is one butterfly, but it's birthing many. So, down up the top here. It's giving flight to many butterflies and many ideas, many transformations, many ideas, many things that you are passionate about. We have 9, we have 11, and we have a 3. So a 3 is a card of, celebrations and also working together. And 9 is a completion card. So thinking on your feet, I feel like at this last stage of this breakthrough that you may be challenged, in the last aspects of it. There may be some U-turns, some right turns, whatever you call them, hook turns, left turns, I don't know. But things you weren't seeing feel like they may show up for you, and it'll be time to think on your feet and to adapt to something that you didn't see coming. Setting healthy boundaries. So if this is a creative project, or even if you're birthing a real person, or a person into the world, setting healthy boundaries for yourself, knowing that you're not the only person, unless you are a single parent, with this, that's taking care of this child. There is a partner or a family around you, and you need to set some healthy boundaries for yourself, so that this breakthrough that you're receiving, and it could be that, if you are pregnant, that, you need to set boundaries around your time, because, you do become tired. You need to put yourself as a priority in the foreground. That's what this means at a bigger level, for whether it's a project, whether it's a pregnancy, whether it's, whatever it is. Even conception I'm getting as well. Mother medicine, healing, what is it? Honor your inner knowing. So this is coming underneath the fox spirit. So I feel like when you are tested, when you are, bringing this in, and perhaps part of you is saying, I can't do this, I don't know how to do it, I don't have the skills, I don't have the knowledge, and perhaps you don't have the, the passion for whatever this thing is, feels like it may sort of dip in just before it comes out, just before it comes into this world. So this is a time to draw on your inner knowing. Know that you have the medicine within you, and or that the medicine that you need will come to you. And I love how we've got, you know, a medicine mother here, and we have the hermit here, which is that sort of going within, retreat and recharge, which is what I talked about setting healthy boundaries, having time for yourself, setting, you know, boundaries around the fact that your mental health and well-being is very important, and time to recharge, time to go within, time to be on your own is super important. Even when something exciting is coming into your life, you don't want to feel depleted. So it's about looking after that. And this is very much that balance, which is the butterfly spirit, you know, a 1 and a 1. It's all about balance. And dream and journey. I love that, because this is talking about where this is going to go. So where this breakthrough takes you is into quite different territory than where you're used to. And with this drum card, I'm really seeing location based here. Really seeing the 4 quadrants, and they have different symbols in them. But I'm seeing that journey that, you know, like 4 seasons of the year. It could be that there are many steps to this process that you're doing, but it's about honouring each one of them and taking the time to be in those phases while when it's appropriate. So both of these cards sitting on either side of that, it's talking about, you know, medicine, it's talking about your mental health and your ability to recharge. So it's about taking each step of this process, of this breakthrough at a time, not charging forward, because, you know, this energy here, this sacral energy, can be that one of wanting to move faster than, you know, than you need to, wanting the breakthrough to come before it's ready, before it's, you know, the gestational period is over. So now we just want to bring in any other advice from Spirit here about this breakthrough in your life. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and I'll put it down so you can see it a bit better in a minute. What else does pile 2 need to know about their breakthrough? Anything else, Spirit? I do love that. So we have the Empress there, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. Is there anything else that Spirit wants to sort of tell us at this time? Okay, that top card wanted to come out. Okay. So some pretty interesting cards for you, pile 2. Where am I going to put these? I might put these up here. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Empress, and I did talk about this being a literal birth. So it's quite possible that this is talking about a literal birth, but the Empress is all, and a 3, we have the 3 again. The Empress is all about abundance, all about that sort of goddess energy of, you know, ripening something, looking after something, gestating it until it's ready to be birthed. And this can be like a literal birth, but it also can be an idea, a dream, you know, all of those things. Now, this card here is making me, I've got connections with this fox spirit, thinking on your feet, because I do feel like there is going to be this doubt that comes in, this doubt about what you're bringing in, what the breakthrough is for you. There's going to be a huge doubt around whether you can do it, whether you're worthy of bringing this into the world, whether you're going to be capable of doing it. You know, there's a lot here about self-doubt. And I feel like Spirit is giving you the clues here that you are capable of doing, because I feel that this is a very strong energy that you're working with here. You've got the Mother Medicine, you've got the Hermit, so there's divine masculine, divine feminine, talking about, you know, how you're able to think on your feet, that you're setting healthy boundaries, that this is going to be, you know, a death and a rebirth. Is going to be a big, big change in your life when this breakthrough happens for you. But it's going to be slow and consistent. You know, there's the walking pace with this Knight. This also could be an offer of help to help you, you know, to support you. So know that may come for some of you, but it's steady, consistent, reliable energy. Whether this person is, you know, that this is something that this person brings in, an offer, or assistance is what it feels like. Not an offer, but more of assistance. But the other thing about it is that, you know, this progression of how this moves is quite steady. So I feel that the Knight of Pentacles here is talking about time frame and how it moves along. But it's consistent, reliable, steady. You know, there's some really good words here that we want to see, because this energy here is sort of quicker, flightier than that. So this showing up here, the Pentacles card, is a really good energy to bring in here. But the other thing is that this could be somebody assisting you in this process. So, you know, ask for help. Particularly from a partner or someone that you know that might fit this. You know, Pentacles are the earth elements, so that's Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. So they could be showing up as a person in any of those particular star signs, but it could be someone that you feel fits this bill. Reliable, steady. You know, you feel like you can trust them, that they're not going to set the world on fire with their pace, because they're slow and steady wins the race. But they are, you know, it is a knight, so it means that they have got more knowledge here than you know, perhaps if it was a page or something like that. But they're still not a king or a queen, so they're more sort of in the learning realm with you. But this breakthrough for you is life-changing, and that's a pretty big statement to make. So this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you. But this is kind of like staring yourself in the mirror and seeing yourself, you know, in advanced years. Now, I know that's a really funny statement, but what I mean by that is this is a jump forward for you, this breakthrough, this change for you. This is a big jump forward, and it feels like not only that you age, but when I say that, I don't mean you physically age. I feel like you get a lot of new knowledge under your belt. You become more experienced and learned in whatever this thing is for you that's breaking through in your life. Thank you for being here, Pile 2. That's all I'm seeing for you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this reading, or if you have been watching some of my other readings and you're still not a subscriber yet. Please share it with family and friends, and I hope to see you again in a reading soon. Thank you. Bye for now. Hi there, Pile 3. If you chose the Ocean Jasper and the Golden Egg, then this is your reading today, all about breakthroughs in your life. And this is one of my favorite cards from the deck, but because I didn't pull for it, I'm going to see if it comes into your reading. With one of the groups it did, and with the other group it didn't. So let's have a look at what we're looking at here. We have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Wow, that's a little bit scary, isn't it? And Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. Next we have High Priestess, intend and create. Okay. High Priest, sorry. Oh, okay. But I think we've got both in there, because I said High Priestess. So we've got High Priest and High Priestess, intend and create, Shaman, trust in higher forces. Wow, this is the deep pile. And Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Wow, Pile 3, you may want to turn off now. I'm only joking. So, wow, some hard-hitting energy here going on for you, Pile 3. So this Swan Spirit, you know, Swan has got a very delicate nature, but here with a big hard-hitting message of time for a deep dive. So your breakthrough feels to me like it's a healing journey. It feels like you are exploring, my voice feels like it's truly changing here. I feel like you're going into the depths of your own healing. Ocean Jasper is quite a deep crystal, and I'm fairly sure it's about healing, but you may want to look up Ocean just because it's not coming to me on the top of my head. But this whole idea that the swan is very gentle and delicate, but also it's going in for the deep dive. I feel like it's time to be very, very careful and caring, you know, lots of self-love for the self, and understanding that the work that we do on ourselves, or that we choose to have others do for us, you know, sometimes can bring up some really heavy crap in our lives. But why would we choose to be carrying it on in our life? Now, I'm being really drawn back to the golden egg now that I've mentioned all of that. So it feels like the golden egg wants to come into this reading here. And the message that I'm getting is that it's time to really look after yourself. Now, you may be somebody who has who's been on a spiritual path for a long time or a short time, and it really doesn't matter. But the message that I'm getting here is that it's time to cocoon yourself in within a framework, within a friendship group, within a spiritual community, within a tribe that really works for you, that supports you in this thing, in healing the self. Now that's the message, like, and it's coming through very loud and clear, and I have a big lump in my throat. So this could have to do with speaking your spiritual truth, about talking to others in your world that are not part of this, about what you're going through, about what you're doing, because there is some very heavy hitting energies below this. So this feels more like, you know, not the surface level exactly, but it does feel like it includes the surface level. And I feel like if you're someone who's been hiding from people that you're going through, you know, a pretty crap time, the world is not the best place to be living, you know, when you're a human at the moment. And so if you're someone who has been hiding that from your loved ones, or you don't feel like you can talk to people, then you need to find the people that you can. And it's just like, oh, I wanted to yell that. You know, you need to find the people to connect with so that you can talk about the fact that sometimes things feel shitty. It doesn't mean you're going to be a negative person and you're going to go down that negative path. This is a time to express how you feel about things and not skim on the surface of life and pretend that things look beautiful when they don't, if they don't. High Priestess, intend, I'm calling it Priestess. High Priestess, intend and create. Now, this does feel like I'm seeing this here as, you know, like it's time to fix something. There's really, this breakthrough is for you to work on your healing, definitely. But this is, wow, you know, like this energy that is supporting you, that is around you, that, are, you know, whether they're spirit guides, whether they're guardian angels, whether it's your higher self, you are being, you know, you're being surrounded by a lot of very hard-hitting spiritual energy. Now, when I say that, I just mean that, I don't just mean anything, is that there's a lot of birds here. We have the falcon, we have the owl, we have the eagle, and we have some more creatures in there. I'm going to get back to that. We also have swan. All of these birds have and creatures have feathers. This is 5-dimensional energy that you're working with, or that is surrounding you, and I feel like it's waking you up. I feel like it's connecting you to your greater spiritual legacy, your greater spiritual understandings of who you are. And here we have this item that the priest, and I'm calling him a priest now, has, and I don't really know what it is, but what I am seeing is the spanner part of it. So on the bottom there is a spanner, and the spanner is about doing the work. The spanner is about fixing something. So this breakthrough for you is definitely a healing breakthrough. And it could be that you've been working on this for a long time, that you've had several people work on this with you for a long time. But I do feel like you're going to make a really significant shift into this other realm and connection with your own guides or other teachers. So there's a real teaching aspect here. And I don't know if I called out the wolf, but there was another group and the wolf was there too, but different card. Trust in higher forces. That is basically the message of this reading for you. It is that There are, oh wow, there is a strong connection with spirit. There's the antlers there, there's the owl, the wisdom. The antlers are this idea of, connecting. It's like putting out your feelers and connecting to this other realm. Having a spiritual antenna, coming out and being ready to connect with this wisdom, with this knowledge, with this healing. And I also feel there's a drum. I feel like there's a drum in this shaman picture, so it could be that you connect with sound healing, beat of drums. Like there's a lot of messages coming through that are quite personal for some individuals. Excuse me, I'm getting lots of burping here, which is very much a sign for me that I'm on track. We have shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So here we have eagle, we have wolf. Wolf is all about becoming a teacher. So this could be that you're, it's either connecting with a spiritual teacher or that you're going to step into your own teaching at a greater level. Then we also have a lot of snake energy in here too, very transformational, very healing. And, this is about being a shapeshifter. So it could be that you're about to shed a skin, that you're about to let go of an old part of yourself in this breakthrough, that you're releasing a part of you that doesn't serve you anymore, that leaves you feeling a little bit raw, which is that life stings kind of thing. But you are birthing something very amazing and, very high vibrational energy coming in there for you, pile 3, with the golden egg. So I just want to ask Spirit if there's anything more that they want to communicate to pile 3 about the breakthrough, about this, what we've discussed already. So what have we got? 5 of Pentacles there. So there does feel like you're going to be leaving something behind. And I'm going to take one more, but I'm not sure which one it is. So I'm going to just see if it wants to come. Maybe it's just me. There it is. Thank you. Beautiful. So we have, let me see where these might go. Move those along down the bottom there. We have the 5 of Pentacles here, which feels like that loss of energy, being locked out of something. And it's strange because I'm putting it on this level, which is the level of the mundane. It's really funny because I wouldn't have said that word, but Spirit wants to use that word. The everyday. Okay, so this is the everyday that it's gone on. And this is about perhaps leaving some things behind that that you felt quite connected to. But, if you're about to undergo this big, deep healing breakthrough, then there are things that you're probably going to have to let go. And it feels like on this mundane level. You may feel like you're sort of betraying some people. You may feel like you're leaving them behind. And I do feel like that. I feel like you may feel like you're dragging. So the wasp also has this sort of, the feathers there that feel like, that they're dragging part of the wasp's body down or backwards. And I have the same feeling with this card here, that you're fleeing a situation or that you're leaving a situation, and you may feel like you're letting someone down with the 7 of Swords there. And it could be that that's around communication too, that perhaps your communication around what this is doing is not that clear, is misconstrued and misconceived by some people, or that you feel like you have to defend yourself, or they don't understand what it is that you're talking about. And those cards feel like they're quite linked there. And I have my throat is getting so hot because it feels like it's very hard to communicate with these people here, or this thing, or this situation. And I do have so much heat coming up in my body, so there could be quite a bit of anger coming with that. The Hangman here feels like he's, coming to tell you that not only will you change your perspective, so the people that, have made you feel this way, it's not that they won't matter, but their perception of you doesn't feel like it's going to matter in the same way. Doesn't mean you leave them, doesn't mean, any of those things. It simply means that you change your perspective about how you see this thing. The Hangman here is also possibly talking to you about, pausing, delay on this thing. So perhaps, I feel like perhaps some of you may find this bit very challenging, and so you may delay it, which means that you don't open your mouth and you don't say the things that you want to say because you're frightened of hurting people, because you're frightened of being locked out of a situation, in the sense that, if you say something to somebody and it offends them, then you might stop yourself doing that. And this Hangman here, this has the potential to slow this situation down. But I do feel like it's temporary because it's coming out on the golden egg level. So it's coming out in line with the breakthrough, with what you're doing. So even if you prolong the healing for yourself, the speaking of your own mind, even if you prolong it and put it on hold, I feel like that, there's no two ways about this. This is a progression here that is going to happen in your life, and it's you that wants it. I'm not telling you this, and of course if you don't like this idea, then you're the person that has all the control. If you hear something you don't like, you have the ability to change it. But the Empress here, so the Empress, I love this as a 3 card, and it's all about abundance. It's all about bringing through, it's almost about birthing something into you. Well, it is. It's about birthing something into your life that you really love. And we've got the Cup there. It's about fulfillment and the sunshine. So it's all about this beautiful earth realm that you want to be a part of. She can also be very much that goddess. So Earth Mother. There's a lot of beautiful heart energy with the Empress. She's the divine feminine. She's a mother element. So with another group, I did mention that this could be a literal birth. It doesn't feel as strong in this group, but there may be some people who are birthing something into existence. So after this deep healing that they are going on, it could be a birthing, but it could be a project, an idea, or it could be a person, a garden. It can be anything. But the Empress there, it's a really beautiful ending card for you. You see how these cards here are, talking about this story, but these cards here are also having this story. So this is that deep healing. This is the spiritual teacher. This is the abundance that it brings, and the beautiful ripeness that's in your world. And it feels very balanced in all the elements. We have, the cups, we have the air, we have the wands, we have the water, and we have all these fruits of your labor. So beautiful, beautiful ending card there for you, pile 3. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that. Please share with family and friends, and I hope to see you again in the future. If you'd like a private reading, there is also a link in the description box below. See you again next time. Bye for now.